In the Capture Season 3, Episode 4, Kill Switch, Rachel Carey is cornered like never before. Her bosses are breathing down her neck. The case is exploding, and they've got one simple demand: charge Whitlock. Now, on paper, it's a slam dunk. The evidence is stacked. The story fits perfectly. It should be the quickest call of her career. But Rachel's gut is screaming something else. There's a glaring hole in the narrative, one she can't ignore. And the only man who might fill it is Frank Napier. The problem? He's gone, completely off the grid. Radio silent. That silence is deafening and deadly. Without Napier, she's left staring at evidence she no longer trusts in a world where footage can be twisted, reality rewritten, and proof feels like a lie waiting to happen. Yet the pressure doesn't let up. It only gets worse. Every second she hesitates makes her look weak, uncertain, and dangerously exposed. The system is charging ahead, with or without her. Suddenly, this isn't just about closing a case. It's about whether she's willing to destroy an innocent man or destroy herself. Charge Whitlock, and she becomes complicit in the very machine she's been fighting. Refuse, and she risks losing her badge, her reputation, and everything she's bled for. No win, only brutal consequences. Backed into a corner with no way to reach the one person who could give her answers, Rachel faces the scariest truth of all. She has to make the call without knowing the full story. In a world where certainty can be manufactured and truth can be edited on demand, that might be the most dangerous place any detective can stand. One wrong move won't just end the case. It could rewrite her entire life. Rachel Carey is hanging on by a thread. The pressure is crushing. The case is spinning out of control. And the one thing she's always counted on, trust, is evaporating fast. She can't trust the system. She can't trust the so-called evidence. And worst of all, she can't even trust the people who were supposed to have her back. Just when she feels completely isolated, a lifeline appears from the last place she expected. Denny Hart, not the safe pick, not the obvious ally, but in a world where everything is smoke and mirrors, sometimes the most unlikely partner is exactly what you need. Hart plays by his own rules. He questions everything. He's not afraid to poke at the cracks everyone else ignores. And right now, that rebellious spark is precisely what Rachel needs. Together, they form a shaky, reluctant alliance, not built on blind trust, but on pure survival. Because when the ground is shifting beneath your feet, you take whatever help you can get. Meanwhile, someone else is quietly cracking under the weight. Pearson, the once steady, by-the-book rock, is starting to crumble. The deeper they dig, the more his confidence unravels. Every choice feels heavier. Every fact feels questionable. Doubt is creeping in, and in this game, doubt is deadly. Hesitation creates cracks, and cracks get exploited. As Rachel moves forward with her unconventional new ally, Pearson is left wrestling with his own growing uncertainty, an enemy just as dangerous as any conspiracy. Now the question hangs heavy in the air. In a world built on lies and shifting truths, who can you actually trust? Alliances can flip in a heartbeat. Confidence can shatter overnight. And even the strongest players can break when nothing feels real anymore. Rachel has to walk this tightrope carefully. One wrong step could destroy the fragile bond she's forming or push Pearson completely over the edge. Because in the capture, having the wrong allies is dangerous. But having no one at all? That's lethal. Rachel Carey crosses a line in the Capture, Season 3, Episode 4 that she is unable to go back from. She's coming too close to the truth. She's no longer merely looking for it, near enough to cause anxiety in those in positions of authority. And that's exactly when the powers that be start to panic. Behind closed doors, the decision is made, quiet, cold, and final. This stopped being about justice a long time ago. Now it's all about control. Enter E Squadron, an elite shadow unit that doesn't play by the rules. No paperwork, no questions, no accountability. They exist to get the job done, no matter how dirty. And now they've been activated. Simon drops two chilling words: executive action. Translation: not surveillance, not containment, elimination. While Rachel is out there relentlessly chasing answers, she has no idea the game has already changed. Forces are moving in the shadows. Plans are locked in. Targets are being acquired. To them, she's no longer a detective doing her job. She's a threat that needs to be neutralized. No warnings, no second chances, just removal. The collision is coming. One determined woman racing toward the truth and a ruthless, highly trained unit closing in to silence her for good. What makes it truly terrifying? This isn't some rogue operation. It's authorized, sanctioned, signed off from the very top. So here's the brutal question. What chance does one person really have against a system that's already decided she's expendable? Because in the capture, the world getting too close to the truth doesn't make you a hero. It makes you a target. Rachel Carey is battling not just for the truth in the Capture Season 3, Episode 4, but also for her career, reputation, and survival in a system that is beginning to close ranks. There's no longer any subtle pressure. It's straight. It is private. Garland and other influential people start to take action as Carey refuses to accept the story that is being presented to her. Not in public, but behind closed doors, where choices are made quietly and the effects are long-lasting. When someone like Rachel Carey becomes too difficult to control, the system doesn't waste time arguing. It neutralizes. Suspension is already on the table, a quiet, career-ending move wrapped up as protocol. The perfect way to push her out without anyone asking awkward questions. After all, if she's no longer in the room, she's no longer a threat. And Carey can feel it happening. The sudden shift in tone, the way colleagues start distancing themselves. The conversations die the moment she walks in. It's no longer about catching the bad guys. It's about sidelining her before she digs any deeper. Because she knows too much. Or maybe worse, she's asking the right questions. In a world where the truth is tightly controlled, asking questions can get you erased. Now Rachel stands on the edge of losing everything she's fought for. Her career, her credibility, and her badge, all hanging by a thread. One wrong step, and it's over. Not because she failed at the job, but because she refused to play by their script. Yet even as the walls close in, walking away isn't an option. This stopped being just about her a long time ago. There's something much bigger buried here, something the system is desperate to keep hidden. So she keeps pushing forward, carefully, quietly, but definitely, because if they manage to silence her, the truth dies with her. In a world where power decides what's real, being right won't protect you. Staying silent will. But Rachel Carey? She's not the type to stay silent. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more deep dives like this. See you in the next review.